sleepy eyes, and I still have a lot to do. Okay, you know what I will just do? I will just show you a useful Python code. Let me close my video in case I will need to use the video there. Okay, so I'll just share my screen. Okay, let me share my ID. Okay, what I will just do, I will create a QR image. I don't know if you've seen this before. A lot of third-party app online can be used to create a QR image. Then you can now scan the QR image to navigate to your site. Maybe when I create the image, you understand what I want to do better. But I'm going to do it with just one or two lines of code. First, I need to import the QR code library. Then I will just create an image. Let me call it QR image equal to QR code. Okay, dot make. So I want to make a QR image from a website. Okay, so let me just open a site. Okay, this is National Open University site. I'll just copy the link. You can copy any link to any site you want. So I'll just put it here. That's all. The job is done. The QR image has been created. What I'll just do, let me save it. So QR image.save, and I will just save it as okay, let me just call it openuni.png. .png. So that's all, just two lines of code, or maybe you say three. If I run this now, okay, am I making, oh, sorry, I actually want to put save here. Yeah. So I run. Okay, the job is done. This image has been created, openuni.png. If I open it, so you can see the image. This is the QR image for Open University. So usually you can print this out, maybe on an ID card or a paper or anything. And then if you bring out your phone now, and if your phone is equipped with a QR scanner, you can scan this straight away and it will take you to the website. What I will just do, we don't really have to go and look for scanner. We can as well create a QR scanner from Python. So let me delete this. Okay, let me just comment out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will read the image. Okay, let me import CV2. We can actually use any other library to read image, but because I'm going to use other classes and function from the CV2, so I'm using CV2. Then I can simply say image. I want to read the image we've just created. So CV2.imread. Yeah, and we are reading openuni.png. So we have read this image. Then we create a detector. Okay, it's just a variable, so you can actually call it anything you like. It's a CV2 QR code detector, something like that. QR code detector. Okay, so we create an instance of that class. Then we cannot use the detector to detect QR image in the image we have imported. So this is how we do it: detector dot detect and decode, and then we pass the image we just read into it. Now, when you run this, it returns a tuple of 3 items. That is a URL, then the coordinates. So we're talking of the coordinates in the image, the coordinate of the QR, box in the image, then the pixel. Okay, let's say pixels. Each of this can be used of, various things. But let me just use the URL to navigate to the site. Okay, let me import here anything that I can use to open the browser. Web browser would be ideal here. So I can say web browser dot open the URL. That's all. The job is done. So if I run this, what will happen is this line of code will read the image here. It's going to read this image, and then pass here. We pass that image to a detector. Detector and decode will detect this image and decode it and return a URL for us, so we can then navigate to the URL. So let's run this. We expect it to open this image for us and then navigate to the site. So I run. Fantastic. We are there. You see, it navigates straight to the Open University site. Okay, but are we going to say that each time we want to visit the site, we have to like take the QR image, store it on the file, and have to run it like this? Not really. The ideal situation is you create a kind of video app, and then you show the QR image to it, detect and decode it. So let's try to do something like that. I'm going to use CV2. So what I'll just do, I'll turn this to a def so that I can call it from my video def, and I will call it QR scan or scanner. I think scan or scan QR. Yeah, that we agree with PEP 8 documentation. Scan QR for Python, and then we pass the image here to be scanned. Okay, so since we are passing the image here, then I guess we don't need to read any image here again. Okay, so we just use the detector to detect the image and then return arrow. So we don't need to go to the page here. Let's just return the R here so that we conform to single responsibility design paradigm. Okay, that means a function is supposed to do just one thing. So we said it should scan QR, then it should return to us the URL of that QR image. Okay. What if it does not discover any QR robots? There will be a problem. So in order to save ourselves from that headache, let's say if URL, then return URL. So I think this will be simple enough. So if there is a QR image that return a URL, then if a URL is found, please return the URL. All right, that's done. That is the scanner itself, but we now need the video that will see our QR image. So I'm going to use the same CV2. So cap for capture is equal to CV2 dot video capture. Now I pass 0 to it because I'm using the camera that comes with my laptop. If you attach another camera to your laptop or to your system, you may have to put 1 or 2 if they are more than 1. Okay, for me, 0 is okay. Then I can have sources, because that capture is going to return whether there is a success in capturing the video, and then it will also return a frame representing an image of what is read. So I'm going to pass this into cap.read. Okay. Okay, so now if there is success or while there is success, right? While there is success, I will do something. I will show the video. So cv2.imshow. Give it a name. Maybe I call it a QR scanner. And what am I showing? The frame. Fantastic. There's after that, I send the frame to our QR scan so that it can return a URL. So I say URL equal to scan QR. So I'm calling that function we created earlier, and then I'm passing the frame to it. So this will return URL for me. And again, to save myself, I can say if URL, that means if we actually return a URL, then I can use a web browser to open the URL. And if that has happened, then I can, let me just break. So I just break out there, the job is already done. And if this does not happen, if I want to close the app myself, then I can say cv2.waitkey. Okay, 1 millisecond there for delay. And I want to use Q to close it off. So I say Alt of Q. So if I press Q, then we can break. Okay. So either I press Q or a URL is detected, then I can release my cap objects, you know, and then I can have a CV2 to destroy all windows. Okay. Oh, forgive me there. That will be Java-like or C#-like. All right. I think this is all. This is the video part that we show a video, and then we got an image. The image shown by the video, we send it to this function. It returns a URL for us, and then we open the URL and we're done. All right, so I'm going to run this. It's going to open my camera. First, I need to snap this. Let me snap this with my phone. It's going to be a little bit of challenge because my phone will introduce some lights into CV2 camera, and that might be slightly difficult to, to read something accurate, but let's just try it. Okay, I think I've snapped, so let me run this. All right. Okay. I'm getting a still image. I don't know what is happening. Let me run it again. Okay, yeah, I need to run this again so that the loop continues. Okay, so after this, I need to run it again. Yeah, good. Fantastic. I think I'm getting my image now. So I will show it the image I've snapped. You can see the lighting from the phone is causing it. Aha. So it captured the QR image and take us to National Open University. Let me try it again. Try it again. Okay. I'm having a still image again. Okay. I don't know why that is happening. All right. I don't know why that is happening. Okay. Is there any problem anywhere? Okay, this can happen sometime. Okay. All right. The images. Okay. So okay, let me just look for a QR image from Google. Okay, I've opened one from Google. Let me see if I can read this one. I actually don't know which site is drawn here, but I just logged on it to my phone. Aha, oh, it's Wikipedia. So this is how you can create a QR image. Okay, you see the code, and then you can create a kind of QR scanner, run a picture, a video with CV2 and read it. I hope this is interesting to you. Thank you very much for paying attention, and I think my eyes are sharp now to continue my work. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.